Hey friends, hey family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal Blue. I do Christian content. I also do what's called the Word of the Day. I also have shorts and videos of me and my family having fun together. So if you like what you see in here, don't forget to like and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share. For those of you returning, welcome back. Happy Friday. Hope everybody's doing well. So today's going to be fun and interesting. We're going to talk about some more parallels. Remember how we did parallels between John the Baptist and Jesus, and then we did some parallels with Moses and Joshua. So today we're going to do an interesting parallel of Hosea and his wife Gomer and God and the Israelites. So I don't know if you guys have read the book of Hosea. I feel like that's one of those books that's kind of slept on. Nobody really reads the book of Hosea for whatever reason. But I was intrigued to read the book of Hosea once I watched a little film that popped up on YouTube, and it told the story of Hosea, and I had no clue. But it just intrigued because I was like, God told him to marry a prostitute? What? So immediately my interest was sparked. So if you guys don't know the story of Hosea, God told Hosea to marry a prostitute named Gomer. Gomer constantly cheated on Hosea, committed adultery time after time after time, had all these kids. And Hosea was a good, faithful man, but he was heartbroken. He was sad that this woman that God told him to faithfully love just kept doing him wrong. In the same way, the Israelites were committing adultery to God. They were worshiping other gods. They were worshiping the god Baal. They were worshiping sacred rice cakes, and they were doing all these things that they weren't supposed to do. And God was upset because, of course, one of his commandments is, you shall have no other God before me. So I wanted to show the parallels between the forgiveness and the love that God had for Israelites and the love that Hosea showed to Homer, despite what she did. So I'm going to read a few verses from the book of Hosea. I'm going to start with, we're in chapter 2, and then we're going to go into chapter 3. So basically, like I said before, Hosea marries Gomer. She cheats on him, commits adultery several times, and she gets into the hands of this guy who's not very nice to her. And when she doesn't want to lay with this man, he pretty much beats her and tries to sell her into slavery. And luckily, Hosea finds her and he buys her back and he loves her. The Israelites, of course, they're out there worshiping gods and doing their thing, but God takes them back and says, hey, you're going to love me and you will love me. So this is how it starts in chapter 2, starting at verse 21, and then we're going to go on into chapter 3. So it says, in that day, I will respond, declares the Lord. I will respond to the skies, and they will respond to the earth, and the earth will respond to the grain, and the new wine, and the olive oil, and they will respond to Jezreel. I will plant her for myself in the land. I will show my love to the one I called not my loved one. I will say to those called not my people, you are my people. And then they will say, you are my God. So this is God talking about the Israelites coming back, and now he's going to take them back. And the same thing, God tells Hosea to take Gomer back, despite what she's done, despite her adultery and her betrayal. So going to chapter 3, it says, the Lord said to me, and this is what Hosea is saying, the Lord said to me, go and show love to your wife again. Though she is loved by another man and is an adulteress, love her as the Lord loves the Israelites, though they turn on their gods and love the sacred raisin cakes. I bought her for 15 shekels. And this is what, Hosea is talking about. He had to buy Gomer back because she got sold. So he bought her back for 15 shekels of silver, about a homer and a lath of barley. Then I told her, you are to live with me many days. You must not be a prostitute or be intimate with any man, and I will behave the same toward you. And in turn, with God and the Israelites, for the Israelites will live many days without king or prince, without sacrifice or sacred stones, and without ephod or household gods. Afterward, the Israelites will return and seek the Lord their God and David their king, and they will come trembling to the Lord and to his blessings in the last days. So basically, the parallels are, despite what Gomer did to Hosea, He took her back and loved her. Despite what the Israelites did to God, God took them back and loved them. And I just absolutely love the Bible because, like I said before, there's so many parallels and there's so many ways that everything is attached to one another. And I just absolutely love that about the Bible because it's so entertaining. But the point that I want to pull out of here is love. Love like God, love like Hosea. Despite people turning on you, abandoning you, and just doing things that aren't God-like, love them. That's why God says, love your neighbor as yourself. Despite Gomer cheating on Hosea several times, he still loved her and took her back. Despite what the Israelites did, worshiping other gods and things, God still took them back and loved them. And that's what we should do. No matter what's going on in our lives, we need to have that Hosea love. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about. I hope this blessed you. I hope it educated you and it was intriguing because it was for me. And when you get a chance, read the book of Hosea. I think it'll be a blessing to you. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.